What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 717 Supply YouTube channel. It's your favorite cameraman, Ben. I'm here. I'm testing out a new audio setup. Hopefully this sounds good. It's my first time using a lav mic, using the Sony camera, of course. But we wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on with the shop, what's going on with the ZR1 winner, and of course the new giveaway. It's a bit of a sad one because we are going to be saying goodbye to the ZR1. Now, I'm in the Bronco right now because the shop is just absolutely even worse than it was before. I'm going to show you later. I'm going to go back to the shop. I'm going to take some video. It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. But the ZR1 is tucked away in Mike's garage right now, so it is nice and safe. I just want to quickly go over the ZR1 build. So of course it is a 2019 Corvette ZR1 3ZR, I believe it's called. And we had the LMR 1200 horsepower package. Now what that means is that it's capable of making 1200 horsepower safely. However, we have it tuned on 93 right now, pretty conservatively, at 880 wheel horsepower. So that's how we're going to be delivering it to you guys. You know, about 1,000 horsepower at the crank, 880 wheel. There is a massive list of upgrades that I have here that I'm looking at. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll just go ahead and stick an image on the screen so you guys can hit pause, check it out if you want to read through every single upgrade. What I do want to do is throw up a little bit of B-roll so you guys can see the ZR1 for the last time and kind of just remember it with us. I mean, it was a part of Mike's YouTube channel forever. Of course, it already went through one giveaway. The winner obviously decided to take the money instead, which is completely understandable in his situation. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. And soon we will have a winner for this final giveaway of the C7 ZR1. Someone is finally going to be taking the car or the money if they really want to. But hopefully it's the car this time. We'll see. So I'm going to go over the process now of how it works now that we have ended the giveaway and we've sent off all the entries to a third-party sweepstakes company. The name of that company is National Sweepstakes Company. You can look them up, completely legit, obviously. We send them the entries and then they randomly choose a winner. The more entries you have, obviously the better chance you have of winning, but they're going to randomly pick a winner. They're going to send that back to us. We're going to be the only ones that get that, and we are going to call you. So I will probably be with Mike and Bobby and maybe Matt Bieber, but you will get a call from Mike, no one else. You're not going to get a DM, you're not going to get a telegram, you're not going to get some shady message from 717_2.supply management. Those profiles are all completely fake, obviously. If you ever do get a message from them, just block them and report them, and you can message us and let us know. So once we give you a call with Mike, Mike will let you know, you have the option of flying here or driving here, and we can ship the car out or you can drive it back. It's completely up to you. The last guy, he was only in Ohio, so it was about a 5-hour trip for him, came up with a buddy, and then drove the Power Wagon home. The ZR1 is obviously a very reliable build, so you would have no issues driving it, honestly, across the country if you really wanted to. So like I said, look out in the next 7 to 10 days. We will be calling the winner. We'll let you know ahead of time on our social medias, maybe Mike will let you know too, that we have found a winner, and we'll let you know like what day and time we're gonna be calling so that, you can be there, you can be ready. Hopefully you pick up on the first time. Not everyone does, we'll keep trying. Of course, I am sitting in our new giveaway right now, the 2022 Ford Bronco. It's only got 269 miles on it, which is pretty nice. All right, that's my bad, guys. Quick change up in scenery. My camera overheated. It's like 95 degrees out, and my camera was sitting directly in the sunlight, so it was scorching hot and decided to turn off on me. Anyway, as I was saying, the Bronco only has 469 miles right now, so it is really brand new. It's a 2022 Bronco Everglades edition. We got the custom wheel and tire setup on there. I will be going over everything in detail in another video. Probably the beginning of next week, so stay tuned in to see that. But it's an awesome build. We're keeping it nice and simple, still making it look really cool at the same time, keeping it usable, practical. You could use this thing every single day. It's got the 2.3 liter EcoBoost in it, so it's gonna get really good gas mileage, but it also makes really good torque, and it's just really usable on the daily. So that covers the end of the ZR1 giveaway. Talked about the Bronco just a little bit, and now let's move on to the shop update. Check this out. So this section is going to be for any of you PC builders out there. This is the current system I'm editing on at work. It's a pre-built Asus. The problem is the cooling in the processor. So I don't know if you can tell from the video, but that heatsink and that fan are incredibly small, and that exhaust fan is puny. It's like 90 millimeters or less. It's ridiculous. These are actually the only two fans in the entire system. It makes no sense. When this thing throttles up to 100%, it overheats immediately and you get thermal throttling, which is a huge issue when editing video. We do have some decent RAM in there, and we do have a nice graphics card. We got the RTX 3080 in there with 10 gigs of VRAM, which is completely fine. The issue is the Intel i7 that's in here is a KF model. The KF models are not made for video editing. They do not work well at all. All we really had to do was get a processor that had a K model and not a KF model, and it would have a built-in iGPU, meaning that we could edit video and have hardware accelerated decoding. That's not the case with this computer. So it is apparently our editing PC, but it is a terribly built editing PC. So here's the fix. We have a 13th gen i7-13700K. Not the KF, this is the K. It has an iGPU, it's got QuickSync, and it's gonna have that built-in hardware accelerators so that we can actually edit 10-bit video super easily. So to fix our cooling issue, we have a new case. We have the Lian Li LandCool 216. It's got two massive 160 millimeter fans up front, 140 millimeter exhaust in the rear, and it's all meshed. It has a ton of airflow going on right here. So the plan is take the motherboard and everything out of this PC and transfer it to the new case. And one more thing, if you're editing video, you definitely want to go with the 12th or 13th gen Intel K chip. You do not want to go AMD. Adobe does not support hardware acceleration with most of the AMD chips, and they just don't work well in general with actual real world use, even though they might benchmark higher. It doesn't really show you in benchmarks that video codecs are hardware accelerated with Intel, but not with AMD. One more thing, never ever get an AMD card if you're building an editing PC. There's a ton more support with NVIDIA with all the editing softwares, and the NVIDIA cards have a lot more CUDA cores, which helps with that rendering. So here's the before setup and after. So here we go. I don't have the RGB hooked up yet. The motherboard doesn't support it, but much bigger case, tons of airflow. Working on this video right now, but check this out. The temperatures when I'm editing, if you see the CPU right here, 36. That used to be at like 60, which is insane. Just like sitting here idled on Premiere. But then check our Cinebench is almost 10% faster versus before. So this bottom number here just represents everything with the old case. The only thing that was changed between the bottom and the top is the case and obviously the fans that were just built into the case. I didn't change the cooler, I didn't change the processor yet. That is insane. That is a 10% difference, and that's only from a cooling upgrade. Wild. So here's a quick shop update. It is kind of dusty in here. Just a little dusty. Here's my work area right here. And then I'm gonna do a voiceover out there, but there's some workers out there working, so I don't wanna bother them. So guys, as you can see, it is wild looking in here. We got the people up on the ceiling doing the drywall work. They're sanding everything down between the panels. And soon we're gonna have the painters come out and finally paint the ceiling. And then we can finally get the lighting back up, and then hopefully everything will be back to normal. But man, it is rough in there for Britt, Tammy, and Nate. Definitely am glad I'm in the office, but I respect them for still working, and they're still getting your orders out, and they're still trying to do the best job they can with what we have, which is not very much. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. A little bit of variety today, trying to bring some new content. Let me know if you want to see anything specifically, what you like, what you didn't like. Anything else you have comments about, throw them down below. I'll read them all. See you in the next one. Peace.